Yeah, well, we'll hear it. We are live. Hi, everyone. It's me, Seth Rudetsky. Howie, you're in like a box within a box.
A box in a box. Oh,
What up?
goodness.
Howie is stage manager right now. He is where he wants to be and who he wants to be and who. Oh. How's chess going, girl?
We are having a great time over here. We have such a great company. Our ensemble just won Best Ensemble at this week's Broadway Ensemble Awards. Um,
That's great. I was supposed to help present, but it was the same night as our Pesach, our Broadway Seder.
hmm
But good
I
for
mean,
you.
we're so proud of them. We have such a great company, and I mean, April is the busiest time of the year. There's 900 Broadway shows opening. There's 30 different galas and events. It's just who made this schedule for the Broadway community this month. It's just been insane. But we is a blessing of riches.
Hold on. Jonathan Brody can't get on. Yeah, someone wrote to me, they said, oh, they brought their kid to a Seder and it was like super boring. And it would be great if we could sort of like live stream it next year where people can join.
I think we should definitely try to figure something out because I think we had such a fun evening. It was music, it was singing, it was dancing. I mean, it was Judy Gold killing it with comedy. I mean, just everything that we could have asked for.
I'm going to show some pictures. So
Oh,
I'm gonna
please.
do share screen, which I just kind of learned how to do. And it took 20 minutes last time. So that's fun. There it is, Facebook. I think I'll do it. Hold on. Tell me if you. Okay, hold on. Tell me if you see this. There we go. Okay, so you can see that, right, Howie?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay, so first picture, me and Laura Patinkin,
Mhm.
my cohort on Jewish Broadway Lines. Hold on, I'm doing Do Not Disturb. Focus, hold on. Then we have, let me see the next picture. That's the band getting ready.
Mhm.
Uh, okay, hold on. Then we have, that is such a great picture. That looks like a bar mitzvah, first of all.
No, that I mean, Michael Kushner was running around taking photos of everybody, but we have Itai Benson and Shira Averbuch. I think that was during Itai. Itai was running around the entire room, leading us in Dayenu. I think that's what that is from.
Yeah, I said I was going to do it, and then I realized, like, I don't. My sister's the one who reads the Hebrew. Beth. I mean, I can do it, but it's always like Elu ho hotzai. Like I'm so slow. So anyway, I'm really glad that we had somebody actually from two people from Yisrael doing it.
hmm
What do we have next? I love that. That is me, Shira, and our new friend Olga, who's this hilarious comic who quote unquote performed at another Seder, and let's just say she made her presence known. Hold on, I see Jonathan Brody. You're there, Jonathan. Just maybe not making me nauseated. Hold on, I'm gonna unshare this for 1 second. Jonathan, bring you on. 1, 2, 3. Jonathan Brody. Hi, Jonathan.
Hello.
Jonathan, this is my friend Howie. Howie's the stage manager of chess. Jonathan's a triple threat.
Hi, Howie.
Shabbat shalom.
Good Shabbos.
I'm showing. This is how we put together the Broadway Seder this year. So I'm showing the pictures from it. That is. Oh, that's when I forced quote unquote Talia Suskauer. I mean, because here's the deal. She's like in the audience, and they're like, Judy Gold ended her story Passover with nobody in all of Oz, no wizard that there is all was. And I was like, if we have an alphabet here, we need to do it. So next year, Jonathan, your Wi-Fi is awful. But next year, Howard, we have to have the full song. We did the whole last verse. It was amazing. She wasn't even warmed up, and she nailed it.
She fucking killed. I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to say that.
You can say
She
it.
killed it. I mean, not surprisingly, but she knocked it out of the park as she always does. But she blew the roof off.
It was so exciting. Then we have Andrew Lippa toasting.
Mm-hmm.
He just moved to New York with his husband.
Mm-hmm. How cool that! I mean, just what an amazing group of people we had all together. How lucky
Harry,
are we?
That's your braba.
No.
Laura Patinkin with my new dermatologist. She came up to me and she said, "Oh, I'm a big fan of a dermatologist." And it was 20 minutes of me saying, "I want to get rid of my 11s, but I'm scared of needles." And she's like, "No, it feels the same as acupuncture." And then I said, "Someone told me you never get anything done with your eyes when you're a guy because you look like a crazy person. But 11s aren't really eyes, right? It's this where you look like a crazy person." Jonathan, talk to me. You always looked young. Okay, then so she's my new dermatologist. Then we have, oh, that's Alexis Michelle, right?
Yep. Yes. Alexis
Makeup.
Michelle, Carolyn Aaron, Our Lady J, and Rabbi Iggy.
Iggy Pop. And Our Lady J is trans and now goes by Yona and just finished her conversion to Judaism like 3 weeks ago. So this is her first
Yeah.
Seder as a Jewess.
Mazel tov.
Mazel. Now, by the way, Jonathan, the new thing, someone just said to me, Mazel tov. And I said, why do I keep hearing that? And my friends from Israel is like, well, actually, that's the way it's pronounced. I said, why has it only been the way it's pronounced over the last 2 weeks? Have you ever heard Mazel tov? That's like the new pronunciation.
I mean, that is the Hebrew Israeli pronunciation, mazal, but we pronounce it like Ashkenazi Jews who spoke Yiddish, who said mazel.
Thank you. It is a Yiddish. Okay, so it's not just me. Okay, so I'm not just being lazy. Because, the British hate the French. So there was like my valet, because they refuse to say valet. So I'm like, is it just passive aggressive? Okay, all right. So I'm not, okay, so Mazel tov, whatever. Oh my God, Shira Averbach. Look at that picture of her just singing and so much joy in her face, man. Oh, God, she's so great. Then, okay, that's Jason Lax. Okay, Jonathan, you need to meet him. Jason is now the new president of the Theater League.
Oh, cool.
He's the best guy. I never liked the quote unquote suits. He's like the opposite of a suit. He loves theater. He loves actors. And his wife is a rabbi. I'm like obsessed with him. Howie, I'm so happy you have him there.
It was so great. I mean, and that's, I think, the whole point of this evening is it's bringing in people from every different aspect of the theater community.
Yeah.
We just had every little sector had folks represented there, which I think shows just how broad of a spectrum of our community we are.
By the way, brava, this is the problem with doing a Jewish live stream, because within 1 second, Seth, you sound like you need some chicken, because I have a cold. There's so many people. And she knows I'm a vegetarian, so she knows that it's no chicken. I don't know if it's a cold or allergies, but Sandy, you're hilarious. But this is the problem with anyone. Too many Jews listening. Okay, wait, a couple more photos I'm going to show. Look at that. That's me and Olga, the comic. David Katz in the background who's filming everything. And I don't know why there's green in us, but Shira decided it's a foreshadowing of the Wicked song that we did. So, bravo.
How funny.
Isn't that weird? And then do you have anything else? Howie, there you are. Okay, Howie, here's the thing. You can't spend every 5 minutes saying, I'm not going to cry. We just know you're always going to cry. So you can't prevent it. That's just your signature.
I think I do have to start to just embrace. I cannot contain the emotions. Like, I just get so overwhelmed at just what a beautiful evening it is and all the people that are there and our community all coming together. I just can't contain the emotions. I'm such a sucker.
It was very sweet when you said that you've spent Passovers in your stage management booth having a Seder by yourself. Now, is that because everyone in the company hated you? Or as my therapist says, can it be both? So was it they hated you plus there were no Jews? Go.
I want to think that everybody did not hate me. I choose to believe that. But no, it was just my own little, there wasn't really any other Jewish people around. And so I just sort of go up into the booth and just have my little Seder. I had some matzah and some lettuce, and that was just me.
Jonathan, what would you do when you've done so many Broadway shows? Would you take off the show for the Seder? Would you do it before? How would you do a Seder, Jonathan?
Well, I have to tell you that one of the best Seders ever that I ran was during Tech Week of Titanic in the basement of the L'Enfantine Theater on dinner break. We had a Seder. And, Judy Blazer was there and Lisa Datz. And we had a whole bunch of Jews, Ted Sperling.
Yes.
And Larry Keith sang the most beautiful Kiddush I've ever heard in my entire life. God bless his soul. It brought tears to my eyes. So that was a lovely one. Other times I've managed to either do it like after a show. I was working with 2 other Jews in Florida a couple of years ago, and we just did one after the show. And I've done them. Sometimes it falls on a day off, and sometimes I've skipped it.
Yeah,
That's
me too.
the life.
I'd like to see my family. I've never loved Seders per se, but it's really nice in this time of like people not, loving Jews so much to really celebrate. And it was talk about an evening of Jewish joy. Now look at these 3 clowns. It's Judy Gold, Caroline Aaron, and Jackie Hoffman. I mean, if they're not going to be singing "You Could Drive a Person Crazy" in Yiddish, I don't know who will.
Fantastic.
Thank you. Oh, Jonathan, you'll love this just because I know so many Jackie Hoffman jokes. One of my favorite Jackie Hoffmans is after a comedy show, she goes, someone will always come up to me and say, can I say something? Which is Jewish for I'm gonna say something.
Yep.
So true. Exactly.
Oh, fab.
And there's me and Laura again. Such a great picture of Laura. Okay, so Jonathan, I'm welcoming you here. Now, Howie, I know that you're on a time limit because you supposedly have to stage manage your show. Supposedly.
Better or worse.
So we're going to start with the candle lighting, and then we're going to get into Jonathan. So I actually have candles. I just realized I don't really know the bracha. Do you know the candle lighting bracha by any chance, Howie? I don't have the there. Can you fake it for me? I'll cover my eyes. So we're going to light here. Look at these pretty candles. I got this from that. What was that called? Like the big Shabbat, where it was like the big giant.
Oh, yeah.
So they sent these, so pretty.
Oh, how beautiful.
Aren't they nice? And they also made the Kiddush cup. Okay, so can you please say the prayer, Howie, and I will light
Oh, geez. Yeah. All right. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. I do not sing like any of the people that we had at the Seder the other night.
Well, I can see why you went into stage managing. Let's leave it at that.
Exactly.
But that was beautiful. Now, by the way, that reminds me of my friend Linda Smith, this great comic writer I work with on the Rosie O'Donnell Show. She would say she misses going to the beach, so she's going to recreate a beach in her house. She's like, first of all, I'm going to put 4 radios on 4 different stations. She goes, then I'm going to put a fan on me and try to light a cigarette. It just reminds me of that when I'm trying to light the Shabbos candles. And so being at the beach, probably I don't smoke. Jonathan, Brody, now you're married to, are you married, by the way, you and Bobby?
We are. We got married. We had a pandemic wedding in 2020.
I wish I had a clip of Bob. Bobby is one of my absolute favorite singers ever. Bobby Randall, we did Forever Plaid together, and a lot of the jinxes, the highest part, they would do it in this really beautiful mix, but Bobby kind of would belt it. I mean, Bobby
He just belted it out.
God, it's such a gorgeous, gorgeous voice, Bobby Randall. Okay, so next time we'll have him here for belting. But Jonathan, Brody, I'm going to welcome another Jewess. We do call each other girl. Here's Ari'el Stachel. Hi, Ari. Hey, girl.
Hey. Shalom, girl.
Shalom, girl. So that's Howie. You know Howie from the Seder. It's my friend Jonathan Brody, who I've known forever. Ari'el Stachel. Ari,
Howie was my stage manager in college.
How was your what?
I know Howie.
Ari and I went. We were.
You went to college?
Two Gentlemen of Verona, the rock musical.
Wow.
In 2010.
I saw it with Norm Lewis and Renee Elise Goldsberry. We did that show, and by the way, that was Vanessa Williams' high school show. I got to find a picture of how great she looked. Wait, it's kind of a horrible show, isn't it?
I think we did a great job with it.
I bought the album at a garage sale, and I thought it was awful, and only listened to it once. But other people love it, so I don't know.
There's variety. I love Galt McDermott. You know, everyone I'm sure knows that the big scandal is that it won the Tony Award over Follies. And it was definitely a throwback to 1969, where 76, I guess it was, won the Tony Award over Hair. And people were like, we want to be more funky these days. So they gave it to Jennifer. But I love Galt McDermott. But anyway, so Ari, first of all, you're in an industrial waste. What's behind you? What's happening?
I'm at Artzion Cafe.
Oh my God! This is the Ethiopian restaurant. And
yes.
Listen, this is like someone saying to me, I live in Ohio. I'm like, anyone that's not New York City is just out there. So anything Jewish to me is Israeli. So she's Yemeni.
I'm Yemeni. She's Ethiopian.
Okay, I'm literally putting in the earplugs, so I can't tell the difference. But the point of my story is you're doing Shabbats there now every week, right?
Every week, yeah, specifically highlighting earplug out Yemeni and Ethiopian cultures.
Tell me what that is, what the difference is in the cultures. Is it like hummus? Like, what's the difference?
Completely different food, different stories. I mean, she tells her story. I tell the story of my grandparents. The diaspora is very different. The food is very different. The way that we practice is different. So, like, we have ouds playing. We have a rick. We have Middle Eastern drums. And the food, the cuisine is... You have to come as my special guest whenever and forever.
I mean, I was there when we did the Broadway Shabbat a couple of weeks ago, but it was not as Yemeni themed. I'll totally come, especially because, as everyone now knows, I'm a vegetarian. Howie, you going on and off, I'm not giving you any money for the
I'm sorry.
Wi-Fi is awful. Okay. Yeah, you heard what I said here. Okay, so I just showed photos, Ari, of the Seder, beautiful Broadway Seder.
Oh, how he killed it. But hey, Gab, can you pass me this chair? Because I want the light to be better. Thank you.
So my pal Ari just made something I want to show everybody. It is his latest video, which has a lot of sassafras. Now, take in sassafras. Do not take in Ari in a blonde wig because, girl, you're a winter. I don't know what the blonde wig means, but it doesn't work visually. It's not happening. But check out this fabulous video we just did. Let me see if it's going to work. Okay, hold on. Wait, how do I do it? I go like this. Wait, I have to share. Okay, so I have to share it. There, it's shared. Okay, then I go to stories. Then I push play. Then I have to.
Please introduce yourself. Vlad, I'm a Russian soldier for Putin.
Oh, not yet.
No. Guys, I'm Ari'el.
Go back.
Wait, what happened? It didn't play?
It didn't start. So once you put it on your story, then click on it, and then it will start again. Yeah.
What did I do wrong? Okay, hold on.
It just took a second to load. It was nothing. Just technical.
Oh, maybe it's my horrible. Okay, so hold on. Let me try it again. Okay, watch this. Again, the blonde wig. Guys, if anyone's pregnant, don't look at it because it's bad. It's bad for the child. Okay, Instagram, share. No, I'm on share. Okay, so I'm going to go to me. Okay, then I'm going to go to my story. You can watch them with Jesse Mueller. That way it'll lead more. Who are these hubba people that I have? Oh, it's my story.
Concoction of stories.
I know. Oh, Lou, he's a great dancer. And Olga, but who's
on your story on the right?
I'm assuming he's a ballet dancer. Okay, wait. Where's my story here? No. Home?
On the right.
Oh, there it is. Here. All right, off my back. Okay, so then I'm going to go to maybe here. Okay, go. Patrick, my little baby. There we go. Okay, so we'll watch the end of this. This is me and Jesse.
Well, you have to then click the thing to actually show them the whole thing.
Oh, right. Right now, can you hear?
You got to get up every morning.
Please introduce yourself.
Vlad, I'm a Russian soldier for Putin. Ayatollah Khomeini III. Death to America.
So guys, I'm Ari. I'm from California. Jewish.
How does it feel to be a white colonizer?
Yemen is not.
Are you a Zionist? Because I don't hate Jews, I hate Zionists. Do you believe in genocide? What's your take on the war in Iran? Do you denounce your family? What's your take on Zoran Mandami? Are you part of the IDF Mossad? Do you value human life? You're white. You're related to Netanyahu. Go back to home. Are you a Zionist?
I'm just trying to introduce myself.
Oh, it glitched.
It did. It's it's probably my bad Wi-Fi. I can also walk inside and do it in a minute.
Oh no, he's stuck.
Oh wait, now I'm glitching. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna do it from inside. It'll be better Wi-Fi. So basically, all you saw was Jesse Mueller for 5 seconds and then nothing.
No, we saw most of it.
I saw most of it.
I think
You missed all the comedy though. So,
Seth, I'm going to go run and open up the house, but I just want to give a quick shout out to Ari, who was nominated for a Lucille Lortel Award coming up. His amazing play, Other, is nominated for an award coming up this season, and sending lots of love. Best of luck, Ari.
Of which Seth was a great supporter and producer. Thank you so much, buddy. Take care.
Oh,
amazing.
How
Mwah.
would
Love y'all.
Go do chess. Okay, I refuse.
Everyone's
Is everyone frozen again? Here, I'm going to do a better Wi-Fi. Watch this. Hold on, I'm going to change Wi-Fis. Changing Wi-Fis. Okay, hold on. Where's my other Wi-Fi? Let me try this Wi-Fi. So this makes for a second.
Shabbos technology.
How about now?
Seems good to me.
perfect
I've
now.
been fine all along for me.
All right. Oh, wow. Well, look, it may have just, Ari, your Wi-Fi is a clunk. So I wonder if maybe you didn't see, because Laura Patinkin just wrote, wow, Ari, that was so powerful. I think you didn't see your own video.
Thank you, Laura. Hi, Laura.
Ari, I love that you did that. You've sort of had it with having to deal with all this defending yourself nonstop. Had it.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I always want to share things, and I was walking down the street with a producer who was like very in awe of Seth. We bumped into him, and she was like, "Oh my God, Seth, you say all the things that I wish I could say that I don't say." And so for me, putting it in characters feels a little safer and maybe makes the point maybe a little bit sharper. I don't know. I'm just experimenting. But what I'm not going to do is be quiet. you know.
All right, that's Ava.
So
It is
Yeah.
easy to do the character. On a side note, Jonathan, I know that Passover's over, but we have to make it that obvious with a giant loaf of bread.
Well, you say I should do the motzi, so I happen to have some challah, which was not bought for Shabbos, but was bought for making French toast, obviously.
Oh, delicious. Okay, so I'm gonna get my wine so we can do the hamotzi, and then Ari, we need to talk about your Lucille Lortel. Okay, so hold on. Okay, so first of all, Ari, I went to go see if it was on your Facebook because I didn't want to download it from Instagram at first. And I was like, oh, I wonder if his Facebook's updated. And Facebook literally said, I'm so excited to make my Broadway debut in the band's visit. So I guess it's not been updated since.
Okay. I'll have to fix that. I mean, since probably the only people who go to theater are only on Facebook. That's true.
Okay, yeah, exactly. Are you trying to say I'm old? You can F. All right, here we go.
Girl, not at all. Never.
Wait. Okay, Ari'el, would you like to read the wine blessing and I'll drink it?
Yeah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei pri hagafen. Amen.
I love that Israeli accent. It's Yemeni. Okay, Jonathan Brody, would you like to do the carb blessing?
I got my knife. I got my challah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz.
Still got it. Amen.
I'll have a bite.
That's
good challah.
We got to the hand washing next time. Okay, then we're gonna do the Mishaberach. We don't have our signature cantor this week. Lorna is just moved out of her house. Lizzie Weiss is going to Poland for this March. Anyway, I'm gonna try to do the Mishaberach myself, and then I'm gonna do the names. So I'm gonna fake it. Here we go. So this, if anyone is thinking of anyone that needs a healing prayer, feel free. By the way, look at this, Ari, so well produced, and more importantly, it's a message we, or better said, they need to hear. Wow, Rabah.
You're here.
Oh. All right, if anyone has any names they want to add, I will put them in. I have them, the list that was already sent, and I will add them also. So here's the song. I don't have Michael Lembeck on guitar, but it goes, ignore my code. Mi sheperach avotenu mikor habracha limotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Here are the names for some healing thoughts. Rabbi Anita Silvert, Cindy Mowry, Bob Goldberg, Melissa Goldberg, Jody Goldberg, Edie Goldberg, Barbie Storm, Phyllis Sobel, Alan Sobel, Joan Rosengard, Adrian Hyde, Ellen Feldberg, Teresa Lamberson, Mark Naxon, Diana Barnum, Diana Robinson, Tom Raffaelli, Ashley Habel or Habel, Bart Trino, Karen Baker, Kim Dyson, Michael Delena, Linda Bagelar, Adam Friedlich, Michael Berkowitz, Larry Friedlich, Diana Robinson, Mary Lee Blumberg, Herb Blumberg, Joan Rosengard, David Rosengard, Nancy Del Borgio, Carol Carlin, Stacey Rudabest, Buddy the Wonder Dog, Mike Simonsky, Rusty Frank, Carol Levner, Davis Fulger, Tina Marquis K, Yaakov Ben Neal, Trudy Herstein, Penny Higdon, Irving Prengler, Marsha Lazarus, Louis Dobin, Judy Rosen, Stephanie Zaft, Stacy Roth, Vicky Spiedel, all the innocent victims of all the wars. And if there are any names in the side, we have, of course, Aaron Scott Lazar, our favorite Aaron Lazar, Jacob Trounfield, Joy Prefer Cohen, Ivan Prefer, Linda Skulski, Paula Gellis, Aaron Scott Lazar, I said, we love Aaron, Cindy Bernstein, Tamara, and I'll sing one more time. This is to wrap everything up. Have some healing thoughts, put them towards your friends. My friend David also. Mi sheberach avotenu mikor habracha limotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen.
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 Lovely, Seth.
Beautiful.
Thanks, Ari'el. So, Jonathan Brody, I was looking at all your credits, and speaking of Jewish, you got to do a Broadway show with Joan Rivers.
That I did.
I was obsessed with her. You did Sally Mars and Her Escort. It wasn't a what's the word? Biographical story. Well, first of all, how long did it last? Let's be honest. It was shorter than Hanukkah.
It was a month of previews and a month of run.
Okay. Wonderful.
Joan was holding out to get a Tony nomination, but maybe I can't remember. She did, but she lost to Diana Rigg anyway, and she was pissed, and they closed the show.
Didn't you love working with her, though? I love Joan. What was she like?
I mean, she was amazing. Definitely the hardest working person I've ever worked with. They would have to make her take a break. And she would just keep going. And this is what, she would tape her QVC stuff in the morning. She was also doing a talk show. And then she would come rehearse for 10 hours. And, she was just amazing.
What was the story about?
It's about Lenny Bruce's mother. Sally Marr was the mother. They considered her the mother of comedy, even though she was not a very good comedian herself. She tried, but comedians would send her money just to thank her for bringing Lenny Bruce into the world. And she never made it, and of course, tragically, she lost her son, and but she was still alive when we did the show, and she came to the opening night with Honey, who was Lenny Bruce's widow.
Wow.
But I mean, Joan surprisingly would do better with the serious acting moments, the really tough stuff. She was really good at.
Believe it.
Things that required comedic acting and comedic timing when you're acting, she wasn't so great with.
Wow. So
but then telling the jokes, of course, was fabulous and brilliant. But she also, coming from improv and stand-up, she was never used to learning a script. And she would sometimes just jump pages. She would make stuff up. There was one point where she was supposed to be at this party that Lenny was having in LA. And she was supposed to say, there's Shelley Berman and Shecky Green, and she said, there's Shelley Winters, and it just, fortunately that wasn't a cue for anything, but there were times where the stage manager would go, I have no idea where we are, go. He would just call a cue like that. So it was a crazy time. There was a time where we were having a fight, and she was supposed to push me, and she just slapped me across the face in performance. I had a red welt on my face, and she came and apologized to me afterwards. She said, I was so in the moment, I just felt it and I did it.
I mean, that's a brava, because you actually played Lenny?
Yeah. But we didn't speak. She was we were the escorts. We were like the ghosts and shadows from her past. And it was me, Ken Nagy, and Valerie Wright. So if she went up on her lines, we couldn't help her because we didn't have lines. We couldn't help improvise or anything.
You were
just stand there.
Silent the whole time, even though you were playing Lenny Bruce?
Yep. There were some voiceover recordings that I did. But yeah, it was really interesting. It was very conceptual. Lonnie Price directed it. Lynn Taylor Corbett did the musical staging, and it was a fascinating show. And a lot of people who saw it liked it. It just, didn't. I don't think they had the budget to book it.
I found this of you and Joan.
Yeah, that was taken by Francesco Scavullo, my fanciest photo shoot ever.
Oh, Lenny, baby. Oh my God, let me try it on. Oh, wow. I never had a fur coat. Look at the lining. Mom. I never had a fur coat in my life. Once the joke, I grew the hair long on my legs and teased it up. How does it look, huh? Oh, can you afford this? What am I talking? Can you afford this, Mr. Lenny Bruce? I spoke to your accountant. Of course you're going to afford it, huh? 26 weeks on the road, headlining. Look, how does it? Is it wonderful? Huh? Dazzling? Meet Sally Marr, mother of the world-famous Lenny Bruce. Bigger than Mort Saul, bigger than Shelley Berman, bigger than Bingo.
That was Shelley Berman, yeah, and not Shelley Winters.
First of all, you look amazing. What does it feel like hearing those lines again? It's been like 30 years.
Yeah, very long time. It's it's amazing, and it was such a great experience. And I had hair back then that was kind of cool.
And she
But
had hair in her legs, apparently, that she teased up. Oh, all right. My cohort, Laura Patinkin, I saw it and loved it. Bravo, Jonathan.
thank you.
Cool gig, man.
And we would go out for a meal between shows, and Joan would come, and she would take out her mints, and she would just eat mints. She never ate. I never saw the woman eat. And then she would pick up the bill, and we were like, Joan, you don't have to do that. She was just so lovely.
Oh my God, that's how she stays so skinny and so poor. That is so cool you had that gig. So, Brody, the next time you're on, we got to add Bobby Randall so I can hear some belting. And Ari, I need to do another Shabbat from Cafe Sion. It was so great the last time. And now I know there's a piano there.
Yes. Even though she
You're
made
awesome.
you bring your thing. Yeah,
Well, she
come.
didn't make me. Yeah. Yeah, because I love that Ethiopian food, man. So, Ari, I know the Lucille Lortel Awards are coming up for your amazing show, Other, which, by the way, you're touring everywhere. Any Jewish people around the country that are booking shiz, just book Ari because it's a version of Other, but it's going everywhere. Ari,
Correct.
who are you wearing for the Lucille Lortel Awards?
Oh God, I haven't even thought about that.
You got it. We need
Somebody Jewish. Somebody Jewish.
Are you
Maybe
gonna
some
do-
Israeli. Maybe someone Israeli, probably.
You mean Yemenite? Are you going to wear the blonde wig down or up?
Half up, half down.
Thank you.
I'll
and
look
before
some
I
for you,
go,
some for me.
Jonathan Brody, before I go, biggest mishap that you ever either witnessed on stage or actually had yourself? You've done so many Broadway shows.
Wow. I mean, so many over the years, but I will say I was doing a production of Chicago, not on the Broadway, and I was playing Fred Casely. And there's a scene where, in the middle of all that jazz, where he gets into bed with Roxy before she shoots him. And this production was designed in black, white, gray, and red. And so I was in these black pinstripe pants with suspenders and a white leotard to look like, a tank top. And we had garters on our arms. And I had the fedora, whatever. So I'm supposed to take off the pants, get into bed with her, and nobody walks out on me. I took off my pants and realized I had not put my boxer shorts on underneath. So there I was in a white leotard as Fred Casely. And I jumped into bed really quickly and was very happy to be under the covers and knew that I was going to get shot. So I didn't.
Was there a dance belt on underneath the leotard?
Probably.
Okay, but not definitely. Okay, we'll talk about that.
We had these boxer shorts that were painted. I had ones that were painted with hearts, as Fred Casely, and then I also played Harry, who Go to Hell Kitty kills, and that one had spades on it. It was very cute.
And yet the audience was full Montied. Ari, why have you not played Billy yet on Broadway? Haven't they offered it to you yet?
No, not yet. Maybe next time.
It's such a great role for you, man. It'll fit so well into your voice. I'll check Facebook. I'll check Facebook for an update. The last one was 2017. By the way, Ari and I are going to be on my Iceland Broadway cruise together. Ari, have you finally gotten back to them so you could bring your dad with you, please, God?
Yes.
Okay, so you're going to bring your dad on my Iceland Broadway cruise?
Yes.
Okay, just want to make sure. Sheila is asking, Ari, are you coming to Boston?
Very, very likely. I'm booking right now all over the place, so very, very likely.
Okay.
TBA. I'll continue to announce dates as they come. Going to Toronto this weekend.
416. All right, Brody, it was lovely having you here. Next time we're going to add Bobby Randall and we'll do some singing. Ari, lovely as always. Congratulations on the Lucille Lortel Award. I was going to show the video of you, Shira and Itai, but I'll do that next week. It was so good. The trio you guys did at the Pesach.
Next week. Congrats to you. You're also nominated as a producer, so love you.
All right, dear. But talk to you later. I love everybody. Good Shabbos.
Good Shabbos.
Everyone. And
Bye-bye. Bye.